folks. Transit Joe here too, Joe. It's about 87 degrees here in the Rant, Florida. And one thing we don't do on this channel here is talk about politics or talk about a lot of negativity, but what a mugshot, huh? That's all we're going to say about that. That's all we're going to say about that. You know, I got speaking of mugshots, it's a mugshot of me somewhere too. Back in May of 1992, I was engaged to my oldest daughter's mom. There's a nice Ford pickup truck here, look at that. Nice. I was engaged to my youngest youngest daughter's mom. And I'm not gonna blame her or blame me, you decide, but we're going through some real hard times. I was buying the house that I'm living in now. I was still driving a bus. I was working my overtime. I was driving a cab on my days off, trying to get extra money for the down payment. When it became apparently clear to both of us that this relationship wasn't going to work out, although she was pregnant with my daughter. And I'm not going to get into the details of that because it's very negative, and I try to avoid the negativity. But she decided one day, she went out and bought a 12-pack of Busch beer, which I never drank Busch. She emptied it out somewhere, put the cans all over the house. I went to sleep. Next day I woke up with her, and the next day we were supposed to break up. I was going to help her get her own place, and we'd go our own ways, because it was more than obvious that this was going to work out, although she didn't see it that way. And I'll wake up the next morning with her yelling and screaming. I didn't know what the hell was going on. There was a baby in the house from her previous, well, not a baby, a toddler, from a previous marriage of hers. I just grabbed that toddler because she was screaming and tried to gather my senses. She lunged at me and tried to bring me down and scratch up my arm. And I said, what the hell is going on? But she's calling the police at the same time, saying he beat me, he's stomping me on my belly. And to me, everything was like surreal. What the heck is going on? I just left the house. I went outside in the driveway. I said, I don't want to be inside the house when the police gets here. I wasn't going to get in my car and run away. I didn't think I did anything wrong. I was just sleeping. But 3 police units responded. Fire rescue responded. They asked me what happened. I told them exactly the truth, what happened. I said, I have no idea. They said, did you get drunk? I said, no, I didn't. I never get drunk, first of all. I drink, but I never get drunk. And I hadn't drunk that, possibly that whole week. He said, oh, this beer cans all over the house. I said, yeah, this Busch cans all over the house. I don't even drink Busch. I don't drink nothing from, I don't drink Busch. I don't drink Budweiser. I don't like the flavor of it. I like Miller's and I like Pabst. At the time, that's all I drank was Pabst Blue Ribbon or Miller High Life. Before you know it, I was in cuffs and headed out to jail. So yeah, there's a mugshot of me. I was charged with felony because she was pregnant. Fire rescue came out, checked her out. They told the police and said, listen, she's very fair complexion, and we don't even see a mark on her. He hasn't touched her. The police officer was dead set on arresting me, and he did. The other two officers openly were disagreeing, but they took me in, took me to station 4 in Pillar Ridge. Then they transported me to TGK. They treated me fairly nice. They put me in a room with a phone and let me do unlimited phone calls. My parents posted my bail later on that morning. I went home. Then I had a restraining order. I couldn't go to my own house. She took everything I had, all the money in the bank, everything. And you know what? I didn't feel bad. I just felt that I was free again, that I was over it. That I was born again almost. And to make a long story short, we went to court in July or in June, late June, I think we went to court. Went to the first hearing. I had to get me a lawyer, hired a lawyer. The lawyer said, you stay home, you don't need to go to this hearing. I'll call you when this is over. Stay close to a phone. There was no cell phones at the time, at least not for the great majority of us. So the lawyer called me and said, got good news and bad news. I'll give you the good news first. The judge just threw everything out of court. You don't have to go to any classes. You don't have to take any plea deals. There's no evidence against you. He threw everything out of court. The bad news is you owe me $5,000. And that's back in 1992. I had to borrow it, paid it all back. But it's my story of my mugshot. I never paid to get, to have that charge eradicated from my record. I never got never been any kind of trouble. Not before then, not after then. Not even during then. I did nothing wrong. But learned my lesson. And karma's a bitch. I'm not gonna get into details, but karma's a bitch. Karma happened. Big time. For those of you going through something similar, or you feel you're in a relationship where can't get out. Sometimes the consequences of getting out is better than staying in the relationship. I stayed in that relationship for too long, way too long. Try to give it a try to work it out. I hated that they had to break up before my daughter was even born, but like I said, I can't get into details. There's too much negativity, and I don't want to bash somebody after the fact. But that's my story. Let me get it. I got a bunch of, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but my story, and y'all stay positive. If you're in a bad relationship, get out. Whether you're male, female, or otherwise, get out. Never let it turn violent. It's not worth it. good to each other, my friends. Stay positive, stay safe, don't drink and drive, stay sober. Ow, what a pothole. Grief, that hurt. So, this is T-Joe. If I find a copy of my mugshot, I'll post it. I don't think it's as bad as the mugshot that I saw yesterday. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.